Hey, welcome to Shorts with BK. Today we're going to talk about how to use what I call a chop saw, but it's a miter saw, and this one actually is a sliding miter saw. And I'm just going to go over a few of the features and functions because some people are scared to use saws, but really if you use them safely, it's nothing to be scared of. You'll notice that the reason they call it a miter is because when you cut something at an angle, they call that a miter. It has a gauge on it where it tells you what degrees that you're going to be cutting it at. To move it, you just unscrew this handle here, and a lot of chop saws are similar, or they might have a trigger, and you slide it whichever way that you want to do it to your degree. Now, we're going to make a cut in a minute, and I want it to be straight, so I'm going to set it at the 0 degree and lock it down. Chop saws also, most of them, will have a way to bevel the blade this way or that way, and you can see here there's another gauge for doing that, and a lot of times the adjustment handle is in the back for that, and so you can do that. If you have a sliding saw like this, then you can slide it all the way back and lock it down, or you can free it up so that you can come down and slide through the wood, or down and slide through the wood. Another handy feature that's on this saw that is on some saws and not others is this little clamper, and the clamp is great for when you're trying to cut a longboard by yourself. Then you can clamp it down and it'll hold at least one side of it. We're going to cut this board. I'm going to make a shelf out of this for my wife, so you can see this end is not straight. So I'm going to get it on here. Now I like to take the saw without my hand on the trigger, and I like to get it down and line it up with the line I want to cut. One thing you want to make sure of is you can see on this saw here how it has these teeth, and the teeth are a little bit wider than what you would think the middle of the saw is. So when I line it up, I want to line the edge of that tooth up with my line that I want to cut, because if I push it over to the middle, I'm going to cut too much off. So there we go, got it lined up. And you'll notice my hand was well back from the blade holding the wood, and also that I kept the saw down and I let go of the handle and let it stop before I let it come up. And that's how you be safe with it. And now I have a nice clean straight cut on my board, and it's ready for me to sand and make a shelf out of.